Hello, and this is Lisa, and here we are with the third challenge of the Rory house building challenge thingy. Just as the last time, we got a picture of the front of the house and a floor plan blueprint thing. And after that, I'm gonna try to build this house. And first, of course, we start with the interior of the exterior of the house, the shape, and you will see me adjusting it over time. And I probably pause here and then there to look at what I have, the picture of the floor plan, just to make sure that it makes sense some way or another. As I'm explaining this, it doesn't make sense at all, so that's always nice. It was a real struggle to find the right places of the rooms, as I had to stick with this floor plan that I was given, and that just made it even harder for me to figure out how to work this floor plan. Yes, I have a big struggle today. I always have a big struggle with voice overing these videos, but hey, we're giving it a try. So the one side is now, as it's gonna stay, but then I come to this side, and this side is another big hassle to find out how to work, how to fit it all in, because at the moment you can see that it's gonna be a very narrow living room, and that didn't add up with what we had to work with. So we're gonna pull the walls out a tiny bit on both sides of the house. Trying to figure out what I was gonna try to say, because this looks kind of the way it should, but then the rooms are very long, and that didn't make any sense. So I'm gonna add a little bit more to the house in a second when I figure this out. Oh, and this was a real treat, me trying to place the columns and working out the roofing. That was a treat and a half. Yeah. I had to redo this so many times. Just thinking about it makes me want to cry. But in the end, I find something that works. I just didn't want to use the same columns as I normally do, if I ever use columns, which I rarely do. But yeah, just trying to figure out what we could use that could look decent, as that is what I was going for, and we choose these ivy ones. See, I can't talk. I have never, when just not recording, I don't really like to talk either, so that's probably why it's being so difficult to trying to voice over this house building video. And I keep turning the move objects on cheat on and off because I hate building with it, but I needed to have it just for it to make sense. And it just the struggle was pretty real. Yes. But as the house was even on both sides, oh, and we go again with this move objects on cheat. Oh. And this also didn't seem right with the 3 squares, so we pull out this one and then move all the walls back. Yeah, this is not just me thinking that it's funny or something. I just really looking back at this, I can see myself struggling. It's not fun. It's not fun to watch. Not one bit, but hey. In the end, it looks pretty nice. In the end. Getting there is a struggle. Struggle? Yes. So, this is probably just gonna be the whole video of me trying to work out the front of the house. And then this is what happens when you build with move objects on. So the doors don't fully render or they get stuck, and then here in the back it's just because then later I find out that I forgot to extend the back porch, so that also meant that I still had to do that. And it's great when I finish what I think I should be doing. Then it's a great house. It looks really nice. It works. All of the things that need to happen. But to get there, it's I don't understand why it's so hard. Just don't understand. But yeah, we're doing something and it's working, so that it's nice, right? Very nice, maybe. And in the picture, the houses has had these things next to the window that you can shut. It's like is it called shutters? Something like that. I'm trying to find windows that work with the shutters that we have in the game, and this the white one with the little arch above it is what we're gonna go with. It looks pretty nice, and we're going to go to the second part of what I recorded. It's going quite nice. I am still talking, so that's new. And the front of the house in the picture that we were given for this house building challenge had a red door, so we're changing the color of the front door to red just to match it, because last time I didn't really. And red is also gonna be the color of the rest of the main living area of the house, because quite soon in the first thing that we start decorating, I remember that might be a great idea. Sometimes I have these great moments. But yeah, it's starting to really look like what I wanted it to look like. And the outside wallpaper we picked because it looks like what was in the picture that I was given. And yeah, I thought that it might be nice to use the same thing that was given in the picture. Although my grey color might be a bit darker than the grey color that the picture was. And here we go again, me and this fencing and these columns. But now it stays there. It's quite doable. And yeah, the outside is looking quite nice. Not too much of a hassle, but it's getting there. I like it. At least I think I like it. Here I'm trying to figure out how big this kitchen should be, and it fits in just right. Oh, and we don't use these ugly counters. It's just to have something as a placeholder. And here I never, should I say never? I completely rarely use fireplaces. Oh, what I should also tell is, except for those lights, I didn't use any custom content. That is quite a thing for me, as my game is loaded with custom content, and I forced myself not to use it, which turned out to not be as tough as I thought it would be, but pretty close to it. Yeah, it was not the most pleasant thing to do, especially with the lack of plants. That was like one of the main things that I really missed. The plants. Like any big plants, I have a couple of them in the base game. But any small plants are just very limited. You have like about 2. And that's not enough. Not for me at least. And in about a second you're gonna see me trying to find a color that will work. I have no clue what we end up with, but this greenish color maybe. But then in the end you will see that I don't do that at all. We're going for red, because that made sense with the color of the front door. I was thinking, what was the name? Front door. And here I do a kitchen, and we put in a laundry room, as it said on the blueprint floor plan thingy, that there was a laundry room, and I happened to have laundry and laundry stuff. I know the word, but not at the moment. No, at the moment I don't know the word. Oh, and I use this wardrobe. Okay, 2 custom content things. But that's the only one reason why I use that wardrobe, because it fits very nicely in those two square. What is that word? 2 square floor tiles. I was thinking, I know the word. It's right there. yes, this is kind of the end of this part of the house build. I do, what do I do? Less, and we changed to red, of course, because that made sense. And in the end, I like the red. Yes, when we see the end result of the house. But yeah, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed